In this breaking story, MAGA regret just hit a key swing state, and it has Donald Trump absolutely panicking. That's right, the Republicans are continuing to barrel towards a midterms disaster. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, Donald Trump is not having a good day. In fact, Donald Trump has had a terrible week.
Start with you. Even by Trump standards, this was a erratic, chaotic week. Renaming the Kennedy Center, the stuff he did at the White House, the primetime speech. What's going on?
Well, first, it's so good to be here, John. And Merry Christmas to you too, Mr. President. Look, this is a pretty strange week. Just think about it. He sends out that disgraceful post on the murder of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. Then he puts his name on the building named after an assassinated president. Then he gives a frenetic national TV speech filled with inaccuracies and really sounded like he was yelling at the American people that they don't get how great he's done so far. And then he puts these plaques up underneath the presidential pictures he's put on the colonnade, filled with things that you could tell just from reading them that he wrote them himself.
Read like Truth Social posts.
It did, and even figured out a way to get himself into the Andrew Jackson plaque, but as a martyr.
Right.
Worse than whatever happened to Andrew Jackson. Look, he does all this, John, in a week where 60% of the people in the country say the economy is no better under him than it was under Joe Biden. The war continues to rage on in Ukraine that he said he was going to settle in 24 hours, and Putin continues to manipulate him to deteriorate the 80-year NATO alliance. And twice now, in the past month, you've seen Republicans break from him on Capitol Hill on both the Epstein files and ACA subsidies to sign discharge petitions to repute both the Speaker and the President. It's not a strange week, John. It's an awful week. And the president better wake up to the fact that going to Rocky Mount, North Carolina is not going to solve his problems, and that he better start solving the American people's problems, or our party is going to have a big problem.
And this is exactly why more and more people just despise Donald Trump.
I'm going to say one thing. F Trump. It's no longer down with Trump. It's F Trump.
Criticism of you.
Fuck him.
Okay, well, you know, this is cable.
Sorry.
He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt, he's an idiot, he's a national disaster, he's an embarrassment to this country.
But now the hatred people feel for Donald Trump may very well cost Republicans the next election. That's right, MAGA regret just slammed a key swing state, and it has Trump running away. Take a look at this. MAGA regret is officially hitting a breaking point in one of the most important swing states in the country, and it is setting off alarm bells inside Trump's orbit as Republicans barrel toward what's looking more and more like a midterm disaster. In rural Clare County, Michigan, a county Trump carried comfortably in 2024, longtime supporters are now openly questioning whether they made a mistake as prices keep climbing and food pantries are being pushed to the brink. One retired auto worker who voted for Trump told Reuters he's now relying on a local food pantry just to get by. He said he's willing to give Trump a little more time, but if things keep getting worse, maybe it's time for a change. And he's not alone. Another Trump voter, a 35-year-old mother of 3, admitted she's also turning to food pantries and says she's no longer sure she would back Republicans again. Her message was blunt. She said she's not going to follow anyone like a sheep, and she'll only stick around as long as things are actually improving. This is especially damaging because Trump campaigned nonstop on one central promise: lowering prices starting day one. Instead, food costs are up more than 2% since January, energy prices have surged nearly 10%, and inflation is still climbing year over year. When core Trump voters in Michigan start revolting, that's not just frustration, that's a flashing warning sign for Republicans heading straight into the midterms. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.